Because the African American community hasn't necessarily supported the GOP for all of these decades, they're not my issue. My issue is the people that smiled in my face and told me they had our back as a community and did it. That's entirely different, whether we like it or not, than people who said they were for us. Come to find out you weren't. It was the Democratic Party that swore up and down, we got y'all, we're for y'all, and the 13.6% of the population. But now you're pushing from migration to our country and moving all of these barriers where it would eradicate the potency of the black vote. Let them find a way for me to be on that debate stage and still be able to go back to work.
Please.
Yeah, I respect Gav, all right? He wouldn't beat me. I don't believe for 1 second. Do I believe I would take Gavin Newsom out? Yes, I do.
Happy Friday, guys. So Stephen A. Smith here is on the Hot Cakes with Hot Takes podcast, for those of you guys who may or may not be familiar with that. And today he's discussing how he thinks he would sweep the 2028 presidential election if he were to run. Mainly, he's talking about against the Democrats and why he would go for a Democrat nomination instead of a Republican nomination. I thought this was a pretty interesting video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and react to this. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
So for me personally, do I aspire to be the president of the United States? No, but here's the problem. I'd give anything to be on that debate stage against them Democrats. I'd give anything. And everybody says, why not the GOP? Well, to me, no matter what fault I find with the GOP, because the African American community hasn't necessarily supported the GOP for all of these decades, they're not my issue. My issue is the people that smiled in my face and told me they had our back as a community and did it. See, that's the difference. You see,
Exactly.
If I'm looking at you religiously as a conservative or a member of the GOP, and I'm able to point to a multitude of things that enabled me to say, you ain't really for us. You're for you, and if we benefit, fine, but if we don't, we don't. But you're not really for us, right? For us. That's entirely different, whether we like it or not, than people who said they were for us. Come to find out you weren't.
Come on.
So because of that, that's when you see me talking about the Democratic Party. It was the Democratic Party that was talking about, we've given you access to capitalism. It was the Democratic Party that took so much credit away from conservatives when you talked about Civil Rights Act 64, Voting Rights Act of 65, you know, Fair Housing Act of 1968. It was the Democratic Party that swore up and down, we got y'all, we're for y'all, and the 13.6% of the population. But now you're pushing from migration to our country and moving all of these barriers where it would eradicate the potency of the black vote. I'm like, wait a minute, if you had a whole bunch of migrants come in here, whether it's from Mexico or anywhere else, then that's a voting block. You lock down, and then the black vote doesn't mean as much to you. And if it doesn't mean much to you, where does that leave us as a community? Now, some people in America will sit up there and have the attitude, well, guess what? Why does it have to be about that? And I say to people, stop that shit. I'm not anti anything, but there's nothing wrong with me being pro my community, because my community got issues and I want to help resolve them. If you're Italian, you're Irish, you might feel that way. If you're Catholic, you might feel that way. Everybody's got their clique. That doesn't mean you're anti anything. It doesn't mean you're rooting against anybody, but it does mean, wait a minute now, at some point in time, they're gonna look at us as a community and say, what you doing for yourself? How come you keep having these problems? When you gonna learn that they ain't for you, blah, blah, blah. So guess what? To answer those questions, you gotta be willing to do your homework and also be willing to hold people accountable.
I wish that even though Stephen A. Smith he has flaked a lot, at least when it comes to making like moments like this, it's like, why is he making it so hard to respect him sometimes? Because this is a very respectful moment for Stephen A. A lot of clarity. This is exactly how I feel. But then to turn around and say, well, I'm gonna support Kamala Harris, and I'm gonna support the Democrats, or I'm gonna try to fix the Democrats, or I'm gonna try to run as a Democrat. That's what I don't support. Or I'm gonna run cover for Jasmine Crockett, even though I know her strategy is a losing strategy, and I'm trying to tell her that, but she's rejecting that, and a bunch of other propagandists are. And then she turns around and gets cooked, and then you say, well, hey, I told y'all I was right. It's like, well, you should have stuck to your guns, Stephen. I don't get this guy. I really don't. Like, it's like he's in a crossroads or something. Like, dude, you gotta pick a direction. And sure, you can toe the line a little bit. I'm not saying like pick a tribe and stick with it, but it's like this guy's directionality is just kind of messed up, or he doesn't want to admit to it fully, or I don't exactly know, man. It's hard to nail this guy down.
Opposed to march in lockstep with anything that they say. And that's where I'm coming in. So me being around people like yourself and PBD and so many other conservatives that I know, yeah, I might not vote conservative, but I'd vote for Marco Rubio. Yeah. I would have voted for Nikki Haley. You see what I'm saying? I would have voted for Nikki Haley over Kamala Harris.
I need people to just stop, man. Just stop with the Nikki Haley, okay? It's never gonna happen.
Oh, for sure.
I would have voted for Marco Rubio over Kamala Harris. Absolutely. I ain't apologizing for it to anybody. That's absolutely true. But what I'm saying is that that's entirely different than shutting yourself off to a party, never wanting to listen to or hear what they have to say, and never hearing a counter argument to the party that supposedly favors you, even though their actions show otherwise from time to time.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. And dude, I know, because I want you to follow up, Robert, with a question. I know you want to ask something. I would pay money, I'm talking about top dollar, whatever UFC pays, whatever the hell, to see you because I mean, you would decimate the rest of them. Gavin's very good at what he does, speaking wise, not his actual job as a governor. I would pay money to see you sit there and just, because you have so much ammunition about that guy. He would make it easy, because as of right now, he's number one. It's him, Rob. AOC, for the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
But he's neck and neck with Rubio and JD Vance, right?
I'm speaking from the bottom of my heart. They told me that if the moment that I enter the race to go on the debate stage, I automatically come off the air because of free airtime, free air issue.
Oh, wow.
Free airtime, equal airtime issue.
Oh, wow.
So because of that, that's the issue. Now people say, oh, you'll get your money back when you win the presidency. Wait a minute. I'm not giving up my money. That ain't happening.
$200 a year?
Are you out your mind? That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But so because of that.
Look, Stephen A. Smith is saying, okay, he's going to run after his $100 million 4 or 5 year contract expires. Then he's up to run for presidency when he's already made all these dollars. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you gotta respect it.
Like, I wasn't being inconsistent or anything. I had every intention, 2027, letting the world know I'm coming on that debate stage.
Yes.
For the Democratic nomination. I'm coming on the debate stage. And then they were like, you do that, we got to pull you off the air, like Trump was doing to The Apprentice.
Of course.
Dr. Oz was doing his show, and others. Can't do that. So I'm like, let them find a way for me to be on that debate stage and still be able to go back to work.
Please.
I'll be there.
I'll
be there. I'm telling you right now, I'll tell you right now, I will show up on that stage, not knowing anything compared to what Gavin Newsom might know, or I don't care.
Yep.
I'll be ready.
Yep.
I'll be ready for that debate night. And I don't believe that I respect Gav, all right? He wouldn't beat me. I don't believe for 1 second. Do I believe I would take Gavin Newsom out? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do I believe I would go against Kamala and beat her? Yes, I do. I think I'd beat most of the Democratic Party because there's too much dancing, and I don't dance.
Yo, Stephen A., like I said, you gotta respect it, okay? This guy, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, Stephen A. Smith makes himself hard to like, but sometimes he makes himself hard to not like because, it's like he's based, but it's like something's holding him back, okay? I don't know if it's that Democrat plantation mentality. I don't know if it's, the black women out here shaming him because, like he said, he has a bunch of sisters. So I'm sure that they'd be on him about everything that he says, or a lot of stuff that he says. I don't want to watch your show no more. You be saying such and such and so about this person and Crockett or whoever else. I can get some of that, but at a certain point, man, you got to be a man and stand on business. You got to say, hey, this is what I support. What's up? What you going to do about it? Not watch, not support me, not talk to me. What you going to do about it? I still support these things. I can't not support them. I'm going to say these things. I'm not going to not say them because you don't like them. I mean, whatever it is, that's what I think would give Stephen A. Smith a lot more respect. Hey, I'm standing on business with what I said. Now, if he's actually wrong about something, I'm not saying just be wrong, loud and wrong, and just stand by it. No, I'm saying, you know, if you're actually wrong, I mean, yeah, you can shift positions, or if you need to issue apologies, whatever. But for the stuff that he's been saying, especially as it relates to the Democrat Party in their current state, he's not wrong. Everybody knows it. Let's be real, even the Democrats know it, including the Democrat leaders. They just don't want to admit it. They literally refuse to release that DNC report talking about why they lost the election. And I know why, because it's going to say, hey, focus less on illegal immigrants, focus less on transgender LGBTQ nonsense, and then you'll have a better chance of winning. These idiots refuse to shift directionality. As soon as I see somebody refuse to shift directionality and they keep losing, oh, no. We're done, because you're a loser. Who wants to stick by a loser, a losing party, a losing team? This ain't sports. We're not sticking to our losing team no matter what. Okay, I'm jumping ship to who the winners are based off of value systems, of course. But Democrat values have become illegal aliens first, and LGBTQIA Rainbow Coalition Alphabet Community second. That's not going to work, and it shouldn't work for anybody, I guess, unless you're part of those communities. Maybe it works for you, but even a lot of the folks in the alphabet community don't like the transing of kids and all of this stuff. A lot of Hispanics don't like illegal immigration when they done fought for years and paid all these fees. They paid money. You know, we got to pay to become a legal citizen, right? Illegal aliens are receiving money. How is that fair? You're receiving free dollars. They're not paying anything. But to become a legalized citizen, you're paying and not getting anything. It's so stupid. It's bass backwards, and nobody likes it. And I respect Stephen A. Smith for calling out the nonsense. And I think that he would do a pretty good job, at least compared to a bunch of the other radicals out here. And I hope that one day he comes in and he smokes all of these foolish leftists. Maybe one day we can see him debate Newsom, AOC, maybe even Crockett, and make a fool out of each and every single one of them. But these are just my thoughts for now, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Shout out to my members, patrons, and fellow anomalies: Cyber Noodle, 655, The Great, Bella Scott, Carpentier John, and Pinecone 6. I appreciate you guys every single day.
I will never get over that moment years ago when he was, I don't know if it was the press, I don't know, I forgot where it was, when he's sitting at the, you know, the long table, whatever room it's in, and he said, they're talking, he said, somebody better tell Little Rocket Man.